August 2022, the beginning of a new chapter in the UFC. A new division, a new champion to be crowned. 16 men, 8 fights, the first round. UFC 283 Super Lightweight Grand Prix, and it starts right now. How's it going, you guys? AZ Plow 21 back again with another pay-per-view here in our UFC save in WMMA 5, and it is a big one. UFC 283 Super Lightweight Grand Prix. This has been something that I've been working on and wanting to do for a long time, and finally we are going to start it. The beginning of the Grand Prix that will crown a new champion in a new division here in the UFC, the Super Lightweight Grand Prix. Should be a pretty good one. 7 out of the 8 first round matchups in the Super Lightweight Grand Prix. The only one that is left to go is Conor McGregor and Rory McDonald. They're both injured right now, so that fight's going to be a few months down the line. But as for right now, we have the other 7 first round matchups, and it should be a good one. A full pay-per-view card alongside with the 7 fights. Mike Perry and Colby Covington missed weight for this fight, so I don't really know what to do about that, but they missed weight. They're gonna obviously get fined for that, but the show has to go on. We can't really do anything else other than that. Ooh, this guy looks pretty good. Robert Wally. He's coming off a loss though. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Our next pay-per-view will be UFC 284 Ferguson versus Gillespie 2. It is a rematch from the fight between Ferguson and Gillespie that made Tony Ferguson the new lightweight champion. Also on that card, Darren Till defends the middleweight championship against Elias Theodorou, and Amanda Nunes defends the women's featherweight championship against the interim champion in Felicia Spencer. It should be a pretty good one, but let's get this started. The Super Lightweight Grand Prix, and it starts right now. Show taking place in Nevada, of course. I guess you could call it the main event, Kevin Lee versus GSP in the first round. This is all very exciting. We're gonna crown a super lightweight champion by the end of this, so give them a guaranteed low card fight. I mean, I guess. As we get things started with the prelims, Krzysztof Jotko taking on Tamdan McCrory in the middleweight division, and McCrory gets a split decision win over Jotko, who's number 14 in the division. McCrory is number 20. TJ, how's it going, man? All right, so Tamdan McCrory victorious. Next, we have Gunnar Nelson as he takes on Dong Young Kim. Stun Gun Kim, 40 years of age, still ranked number 24 in the division, coming off a win over Diego Lima. Gunnar Nelson, number 18 in the division, coming off 2 straight losses, Leon Edwards and Mike Perry. So not exactly easy fights for Gunnar Nelson, as he wins over Stun Gun Kim via a heel hook. Derek the Black Beast Lewis taking on Sergey Pavlovich in the heavyweight division. Lewis is a huge underdog to Pavlovich, and with good reason. He gets submitted in round number 1. Pavlovich, number 18 in the division. He's now on a 4-fight winning streak. He last lost to Alexander Emelianenko. All right, Derek Lewis is on quite a little bit of a losing streak. Miranda Maverick, who we just saw win this past weekend, takes on Viviana Araujo in the 125 division, and Miranda Maverick gets a win. TKO victory for her. She's now 5-0 in the UFC. A very good start for the young lady out of Missouri. Kana Watanabe taking on Carol Hossa in the 135 division, 14-8. Remember, she had that really impressive win over, I think it was Aldana? Yeah, Irene Aldana. Beat her by submission. She submitted to strikes. And then she lost 2 in a row. So, very weird. Beating the number 4 in the division and then losing 2 straight. She faces off with Watanabe, who's coming off her first loss of her career against Sarah Morris. And Carol Hossa beats Watanabe. Okay, very interesting. So she improves to 15-8, gives Watanabe her second loss of her career now after she was a huge underdog. Hector SandOVAL taking on Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. And Mighty Mouse has not had a very good time since he's come back from one championship. Immediately lost to Benavidez for the championship, beat Davison Figueiredo, lost to Jose Torres, and lost to John Moraga. So he needs to get back into things in a hurry. Facing off with Hector SandOVAL, who's coming off 2 straight losses, Figueiredo and Espinosa. So this should be a win for Mighty Mouse, and I have no idea what to say if he loses. Okay. Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson beats SandOVAL via a leg lock. It was apparently a fantastic fight. You'll love to see it. Hopefully, Mighty Mouse can get back on track. And he's calling out Alex Perez. Shane Burgos taking on Ricardo Ramos in the 145 division. Burgos 13-4. Ramos is 16-4, and Ramos gets the win via TKO. Now 8-3 in the UFC, coming off a win over Sadiq Youssef, and now a big win over Shane Burgos. Stephen Ray taking on Jim Miller in the 155 division. Jim Miller, veteran of the Octagon as always. Number 21 in the lightweight division, coming off 2 straight losses, Michael Johnson and Gavin Hughes. And Stephen Ray, number 24 in the division, a 3-win streak for him. Sarukian, Michael Chandler, and TJ Grant. The only loss he's had in the save is to Mark Jakashi, who's been doing very good. So I'd be surprised if Ray did not win. And no, never mind. Do I think Woodley is going to get cut? He doesn't even need to get cut. He's already a free agent. That was his last fight on his contract. So it's not even a matter of getting cut. He's just not going to get re-signed. So best of luck to him, but at least he went out fighting. Like, he didn't stay stationary like he did in the other fights, but yeah, it sucks. But Jim Miller, with 2 seconds left to go in the fight, gets a rear naked choke on Stephen Ray. It'd be very interesting to see if he was losing that fight. I want to see how they had the fight scored going into the 3rd round, because that would be very interesting. I want to see. Wow, okay. So yeah, he was down on the scorecards, and he got the win with 2 seconds left. Awesome. Paul Felder taking on Michael Johnson in the lightweight division, and Paul Felder beats Michael Johnson via TKO. So his 20th win of his career. He now number 14 in the division, might move up a little bit more after that. And Michael Johnson, I mean, he's still ranked now on 4 straight losses. His record is now 22-21. He's a career like 500 fighter. I don't know, man. We might send him down to WEC. Curtis Millander taking on Jack Marshman in the welterweight division. Since Millander has come back, he's been kind of off and on. Beat Eric Silva, beat Kunchenko, lost to RDA, lost to Mike Perry, and then beat Alex Oliveira. He's taking on Jack Marshman, number 15 in the welterweight division. He's won 3 out of his last 4, Prix, Garimbo, and Diego Sanchez. And Jack Marshman gets a TKO victory over Curtis Millander. 32-year-old man out of Wales, getting it done here today. As we are now here for our main card, it is the Super Lightweight Grand Prix, and we're going to go through all of these fights. Leon Rocky Edwards lost to Michael Chiesa, beat Gunnar Nelson, beat Jorge Masvidal, lost to Adesanya on short notice for the middleweight title, beat Usman, and then lost to Luque for the welterweight title. Al Iaquinta beat Alexander Hernandez, beat Dustin Poirier, lost to Gregor Gillespie, which is not a bad loss, beat Dariush, and then lost to Tony Ferguson, which is not a bad loss. They have Al Iaquinta as the favorite in this fight, and I kind of believe it. It is the winner moves on to the quarterfinals of the Super Lightweight Championship Tournament. The Super Lightweight Grand Prix starts right now. Leon Edwards and Al Iaquinta. Herb Dean is your referee. This is going to be a little bit longer of a video because we're going through all of these fights. Leon Edwards and Al Iaquinta. Rocky Edwards is 5 inches taller. That's very interesting. Iaquinta stepping into the pocket. Left cross lands for Iaquinta. Kick to the legs for Edwards. Leg kick lands. Engaging in the center. Final 60 seconds of round 1. Both stepping into strike. Round 1 expires. They gave it to Edwards. Coming together to strike. Lands a left jab. They can't get it. Edwards is pretty relaxed. Will the McGregor fight just be the headliner for a fight night? More than likely a pay-per-view. I'll probably just not have a title fight on that card, and McGregor will main event against McDonald. Both fighters meeting in the center. Change of strike doesn't go anywhere. Under a minute left in the round. Doesn't look like much is really going on, but apparently Edwards is winning. Yeah. So apparently Iaquinta needs a finish here in the 3rd round to get this. Hits a low kick, Iaquinta. Good left hand for Edwards. Starting to slow down a little bit. Iaquinta goes for a takedown and he gets it. Uh-oh. Iaquinta throwing a few strikes. Halfway through round number 3. Iaquinta needs a finish, apparently. Uh-oh. Americana. Ooh, Edwards fights it off. So Iaquinta definitely won this round. But apparently it's going to be 2-1 as the fight comes to an end. The first fight of the Super Lightweight Grand Prix. And we shall see what the scores are. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored the contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Leon Rocky Edwards. By unanimous decision, and he is going to the quarterfinals of the Super Lightweight Grand Prix. Congrats to Rocky as we go on to our next contest. Colby Covington taking on Renato Moicano. Now, Colby did miss weight by 2 pounds. So, I don't know how that's going to factor into this fight. But, Colby Covington lost to GSP. Beat Ponzinibio. Beat Michael Chiesa. Lost to GSP for the title. Beat Rory McDonald. Beat Warley Alves. Lost to Kamaru Usman. That's what he has been up to. Moicano. Lost to Dariush. Beat Michael Johnson. Beat Tony Ferguson. Lost to Poirier. Lost to Carlos Diego Ferreira. That is what he has been up to. We are underway with our next opening round contest. The winner moves on to the quarterfinals. Mario Yamasaki, your referee. That is always very dangerous. Colby Covington missed weight by 2 pounds. We'll see how that factors in. Crunching leg kick. Halfway through round number 1. Low kick to the front leg. Moicano already getting tired. Going for the clinch. Maybe he's going to try to get some wrestling in. As round 1 comes to an end. Apparently it went to Moicano. Covington going for the clinch. So very surprising he's not going for an actual takedown. He's just clinching. Just smothering him. Halfway through round number 2. Spin kick to the ribs. Covington goes for a takedown. He drives Moicano to the cage. Covington trash talking. Covington is limping. Leg kick. Moicano is looking tired. Moicano pinned to the cage. Round 2 comes to a close, and it apparently went to Covington. So everything to fight for in round number 3. Who is moving on to the quarterfinals? Moicano has an obvious limp, or I should say Covington has a limp going on. Covington pinning Moicano up against the cage. If he can just control, the third round could be his and the fight could be his. Not the most exciting, but all he got to do is win. And the round's over and the fight's over. Hits Covington with a straight right. They say it goes to Moicano. I don't know. We'll have to see. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored the contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Renato Moicano. Moicano beats Colby Covington, and he moves on to the quarterfinals. Excellent. You love to see it. Moving on. Donald Cowboy Cerrone taking on Santiago Ponzinibio. Cowboy is a huge favorite. Ponzinibio beat Wonderboy. Lost to Colby. Lost to Luque. Beat Eddie Alvarez. Lost to Warley Alves. Cowboy lost to Charles Oliveira. Beat Trinaldo. Beat Dan Hooker. Lost to Kevin Lee. Beat Pavlov. And then beat Habib. So take that as you will. A place in the quarterfinals is at stake. Cerrone hits a left cross. Comes up short on a body kick. Ponzinibio hits a leg kick. Quick left jab, left strike. Uppercut. Rolls his shoulders to relieve some tension. Right hook. Halfway through round number 1. Coming together to strike here. Cerrone comes forward to attack. Ponzi hits a jab. Round 2 begins. They come together and strike. Right cross lands for Cowboy. Starting to tire a little bit, Ponzinibio. Cerrone starting to tire a little bit. Cerrone hits the left cross. Leg kick misses. Kind of a boring fight if I'm being honest. Not very much of anything is going on. Very back and forth kind of action. Yeah, both guys are just missing. Misses. Misses. Time runs out on round 2. Ponzinibio took it. Apparently Cowboy needs a finish. Ponzi hits the jab. Apparently Cowboy's throwing things and Santiago is just able to read on it. Ponzinibio getting a little tired as we pass the halfway point of round number 3. Roundhouse kick to the body. Ponzinibio lands a good right hand. Cerrone is breathing very hard. Okay. Tries to complete a takedown. Cerrone stays intact, but it looks like he might lose this fight. Final 60 seconds of the fight. Left cross lands for Ponzi. Cerrone looks for a takedown. He can't get it. Ponzi looks for a takedown. He gets it as the fight comes to a close. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored the contest 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Santiago Henteboa Ponzinibio. So Ponzinibio through to the quarterfinals of the Super Lightweight Grand Prix. Congratulations to him. And he wants to fight Leon Edwards. I don't know if that's who's in his bracket, but okay. This is a very interesting fight. Platinum Mike Perry taking on Mateusz Gamrot. Gamrot is the favorite. He doesn't have a team. Mike Perry missed weight by 3 pounds. So, it is time to see what's going to happen here. I feel like Gamrot might pull it out. Oh, your favorite fighter, Mike Perry. He's a fun one. Who is going to the quarterfinals? Let's see. Herb Dean, your referee. Counter jab. Perry avoids a big right. Left hook. Can't get a low kick. Two fighters engage. Doesn't connect with the right hand. Perry misses the right hand. Gamrot looks at his corner and acknowledges instructions, even though he doesn't have a fight team. Kick to the leg. Perry scores with a jab. Maybe Gamrot, RBM says. I'm thinking it might be Gamrot. Spin kick to the body. Well off target with a head kick. Round 1 comes to an end, and it went to Perry. We are back underway with round 2. Perry kind of just piecing him up a little bit, it looks like. Gamrot tries to put Perry on the mat. He gets a takedown. Looks for a submission. Ooh, he can't get it. Looking for another submission. Can't get it. Another submission. Can't get it. Another submission. He can't get it. Oh, man. Perry keeps his guard secure. 4 submission attempts. Round coming to an end. Uh-oh. Gamrot is knocked down. Perry quickly pounces. Several good shots in the process, but he can't finish him. Wow. Round 2 comes to an end, and apparently it goes to Perry. So Gamrot has his girlfriend in his corner. Oh man, Gamrot going for another takedown. He gets it. Because he was threatening with submissions that entire round. Oh, another submission attempt. He can't get it. He was threatening with submissions the entire round, but then Perry ended up beating the crap out of another takedown attempt, and he gets it. He might have won this round. Leg lock attempt. Perry gets it done. Thinking about a leg lock. Perry doesn't let him get it, and the time is going to run out. So depending, because I think round 3 easily went to Gamrot, depending on how they scored round 2 is going to determine the fight. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored the contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Platinum Mike Perry. His girlfriend's in his corner going crazy. Mike Perry is going to the quarterfinals of the Super Lightweight Grand Prix. And he's calling out Kamaru Usman. He says he's going to embarrass him. Okay.
Yeah, right.
We'll see. Irish Joe Duffy taking on Kamaru Usman in the first round. Irish Joe really just barely coming onto the scene. He's at quite a winning streak. On the other side, you have Kamaru Usman coming off a big win over Colby Covington. Lost to Leon. Beat Tyron. Lost to GSP. Beat Jorge. RBM says, let's go Duffy. We shall see. It's Irish Joe Duffy and Kamaru Usman. Your referee is Herb Dean. I feel like Usman is... Oh, he's going to unleash him strikes? I'm like, Usman... In this game, Usman... Uh-oh. Catches the last kick. Goes for a takedown. Can't get it. Puts him up against the cage. Usman looking for a takedown. He gets it. Duffy's ready. Starts to scramble. Uh-oh. Takes his back. Usman with some big rights, putting in a choke, and he fights it off. To end round 1, Joe Duffy almost got rear naked choke there. Coming together for a clinch. Usman the aggressor. Muscles him up the cage. Really? Duffy took down Usman. Duffy went for a submission. Very interesting. Usman goes for a takedown. He can't get it. Duffy might be winning this round. I think Duffy won the round. Yeah. Everything to fight for in round 3. Oh man, Irish Joe Duffy giving it to Kamaru Usman. Shoots in for a takedown. He can't get it. Usman is able to clinch with Duffy. Nearly 2 minutes gone. Duffy looks for a takedown. He can't get it. Duffy looks for a takedown again. Nope. Usman controlling him. Wow. This round might go to Usman. That's it. Fight is over. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to a judges' scorecard for a decision. All 3 judges scored the contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman. Usman is through to the quarterfinals, although what a valiant effort by Irish Joe Duffy. Congratulations to him on his performance tonight. But what a... I mean, Usman just controlled him up against the cage, basically, and was able to win the fight that way. Mark Jakashi and Funky Ben Askren. Hopefully, the Jake Paul killer, Funky Ben Askren. Jakashi is the huge favorite in this. Number 3 lightweight in the world, coming off wins over Kennedy and Poirier. Askren, coming off wins over Gilbert Burns and Tim Means. Someone's got to go to the quarterfinals. Let's see who it is. Referee Mario Yamasaki as we are underway. Askren going for a takedown. He gets it immediately. Askren smothering him. Uh-oh. Jikashi nearly getting an armbar there. Askren drives him up against the cage. Dirty boxing for a little bit. Final minute of the round. Hits Askren with a beautiful right. Askren going for a takedown. Can't get it. He drives Jikashi up against the cage. Round 1 expires, and it goes to Askren. Round 2 begins. Askren shoots in for a takedown. Pushes up Jikashi to the cage. Going in for a takedown attempt. He can't get it. Drives him up against the cage again. Halfway through round number 2, and Askren has just been controlling him with the grappling. Crunching right hook. Still unable to get a takedown, but just controlling him up against the cage. Goes for another takedown. He can't get it. Just smothering him, really. Round 2 comes to an end, and it goes to Askren. Looks like Jikashi might need a finish. Askren shoots for a takedown, and he gets it. Uh-oh. Tries to grab an arm. Askren blocks it. He's just, peppering him. Little shots. Keeping a hold of him on the ground. Jikashi going, whoa, whoa, whoa! Mark Jikashi was getting dominated for the entire fight, and then finally gets an armbar on Ben Askren, and Mark Jikashi is moving on to the second round of the Super Lightweight Grand Prix. And Ben Askren just retired. Wow. Whew. Big respect for Ben Askren. He just retired. Sad scenes as we move on to our main event. Our final first round matchup. Kevin Lee and George St. Pierre. Kevin Lee's on a 3-fight winning streak. Michael Johnson, Cowboy, and Conor McGregor. George St. Pierre, 2-fight losing streak. Vicente Luque and Jorge Masvidal. It's our main event of the evening. First round matchup in the Super Lightweight Grand Prix. Herb Dean is your referee. Let's get it started. Shout out to Ben Askren. St. Pierre holds him up against the cage. Controlling Lee up against the cage. St. Pierre avoiding punches. Final minute of the round. Lee gets no takedown. Oh wow, St. Pierre pulls guard after Lee slams him down. That's round 1 as it ends. They're giving it to St. Pierre. St. Pierre goes for a takedown. Can't get it. Lee's pressed up against the cage. St. Pierre drives Lee up against the cage. This one is a 5-round fight compared to the other ones. As St. Pierre goes for another takedown, but he can't get it. Hits St. Pierre with a... St. Pierre's knocked down. Raining down punches. He can't get anything off GSP. But Kevin Lee probably won that round. Beauty of a straight right. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Kevin Lee just knocked out GSP. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 31 seconds of the third round. Declaring your winner by knockout, the Motown Phenom, Kevin Lee. Hockey says he's dead. GSP might be dead as well. He might retire. He doesn't retire, but Kevin Lee beats GSP and is moving on to the next round. That is insane. Attendance of almost 26,000 in Nevada, 21 million on pay-per-view. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Popularity increases. We'll give that one fight of the night. Demetrius Johnson gets performance bonus. Miranda Maverick gets performance bonus. Congratulations, everybody. We're going to update our rankings, take a look at our emails, and then we're going to see what the next round matchups are going to be, because that is going to be very interesting. We also still have Conor McGregor and Rory McDonald that need to do their thing. So we have to keep that in mind also when we're thinking about the next round. He couldn't retire because he was dead. Call a fucking ambulance. Got knocked out by Kevin Lee. Just like Gregor Gillespie did. Let's go and update our rankings. Pavlovich moves up to number 10. Lewis down to 23. At middleweight, McCrory up to 17, Jotko down to 18. Nelson up to number 14 at welterweight. At super lightweight, I mean, there you go. McGregor and Rory McDonald still need to do their thing. At lightweight, Felder up to number 9, Miller up to 13. Lozon and Musayev are in the rankings. At featherweight, Ricardo Ramos is in the rankings at number 20 after beating Shane Burgos. You love to see it. Bantamweight, no movement. Flyweight, no movement. Actually, SandOVAL moves down, but Johnson doesn't move up at all. Women's bantamweight, Carol Hosa's ranked again. At flyweight, Araujo moves down. Maverick up to number 19. And that'll do it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the opening round of the Super Lightweight Grand Prix. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what our next round matchups are. Wow. Renato Moicano versus Mark Jakashi. Kamaru Usman versus Kevin Lee. Leon Edwards versus Santiago Ponzinibio. And either Conor McGregor or Rory McDonald versus Mike Perry. If I was to bet, I'd probably take Kevin Lee, Leon Edwards, the winner of that fight, and Jakashi. It should be very interesting, and we're gonna have to see what happens in the next round. But McGregor and McDonald still needs to happen. When can that fight be made? Actually, McGregor is still out for 19 days, so rather soon actually, and McDonald 54 days. So about 2 months from now, that fight will probably happen. I'm AZ Plyo 21. The next time I see you guys will be for UFC Fight Night Almeida versus Asuncao. Also got UFC Fight Night Carvalho versus Vieira, UFC Fight Night Zarandami versus Kaufman, and then UFC 284 Ferguson versus Gillespie 2. Have a good one, you guys. As always, like the video and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch so you can watch the live streams. I'll see you guys later.